So next, let's talk about individual brainstorming. Who's done that before? Send a chat in and let us know. And tell me what it involved, because I think this is a neat concept that people are not necessarily very familiar with. So I'd like to hear if anyone has experience with that and maybe even could share some things. So far I'm not seeing anything, so I was curious. That's interesting to see that in our group, at least, this is not broadly utilized. So hopefully you'll find this helpful. In research just recently, 2012, just 2 years ago now, showed that individuals actually generate twice as many solutions compared to groups. So think about that. I was blown away with that statistic, quite frankly. And you think about, well, wait a second, brainstorming, I thought the whole thing was to have the diversity of the group. How do you do that together? Well, let's talk about some of the steps, and we're going to be quick, obviously, in this discussion, and be happy to talk to you more, and I can send the link into the research so you can see more of the details yourself if you'd like. But first of all, you have an initial meeting to introduce the problem so that everybody is on the same page. So yes, we're still talking about a group, but we're implementing the part of the brainstorming session individually. So you want to, in the group discussion ahead of time, or in the introduction to it, whether that's done by email or however, you want to define expectations. So you need to be very specific, because again, people won't be used to this and they'll be looking for a better understanding of what you want. But you'll want to be very specific for what type of contributions you're expecting from people. And it's going to be important to give people time to prepare, think seriously about the problem at hand and what the objectives are. So it's not just, pop something on them in the morning and then get together in the afternoon. People generally prefer a couple of 3 days is what you'll find is needed. But you don't want to do too long, so we recommend not more than a week. And have a deadline, and what you're going to ask people is to submit their ideas to the facilitator or the leader ahead of time. And then what you'll do is convene a group meeting to discuss all of the submissions. And again, what people will find is, or what the research shows, is that you'll actually get a much larger, double, in fact, the number of actual ideas at the onset, and then, of course, whittling them down and refining them, you'll have better results as well.